Hey everyone! As long as I wore Noriko Milan, I realized that I never did a full-on video about her, which is kind of strange. I did do a video that shows how I integrate Milan with my hair, and I'll link to that in a little bit. But I realized I never did an actual piece just about the topper itself, so I thought I should probably do that. I don't wear her anymore. I've since moved on to another piece, but I do have one fresh out of the box that was kind of sitting in my closet. So I thought I can use that. On the video that shows how to integrate my topper, and in a zillion places on my blog, I show what she looks like after I've washed her, after I've customized her a bit, but this is right out of the box. So you can see she is a little shiny when you take her right out. This color is Almond Roca R. The R stands for rooted, which you can't really tell with this piece because it does have a darker base to begin with. But just wanted to bring up, this was actually a custom color. So on my blog, you'll see me in this color. You'll see me in marble brown as well. I had tried a wig in Almond Roca R and I fell in love with it. It's just a great, great color for me. So Noriko is one of the manufacturers where they will allow you to get a color that's not offered in a piece as long as they manufacture other pieces in that color. So I was able to get some custom toppers in this color, but I had to order 3 at a time and the price was a little bit extra. So that's why I happen to have now one just hanging around that I never used. But it works for today, so I'll show you. So Noriko Milan is, I believe the specs are an 8.5 by 9 or close to that. So it does have a mono top and it's multi-directional on the inside, which means you can part it on the right, which I prefer to do, left, center, wherever. You can mix it up here. It does have wefting around the back and 5 clips. I've also talked about in my blog, I have actually cut these wefts off around the back to make it smaller to do updos with. So this piece is actually pretty versatile when you think about that, because 8.5 by 9 is big for a lot of women. But when you factor in that you can remove a good portion of it, it does become a more manageable piece for a lot of people. So again, it covers a large surface area. Because of that, I probably wouldn't recommend this if it's your first piece. Some women like to have a lot of hair right off the bat, and a lot of other women like to slowly transition so that if they're going from, their bio hair, which doesn't have a lot of volume or a lot of oomph, to wearing hair, the transition isn't so, noticeable. So let me show you what this looks like when I put it on. Again, this hasn't even been washed, hasn't been deshined, there's been no customizations whatsoever. This is just right out of the box. It's always a little bit hard to do when I don't have a mirror, so this is not going to be perfect. But sometimes it's good to see how something looks right out of the box. A lot of times on the blog, people will say, oh, they love that on me, but then when they get it, it doesn't look it doesn't look exactly the same because I've customized it a little bit. So the first thing you will notice is my bio hair is super long. The Milan is a 12-inch piece. So for me right now, 12 inches is much too short. Obviously you can see where the piece ends in my bio hair. I can't even get it all in the same frame. Right now, the topper that I currently wear is 18 inches, so my hair, must be somewhere in the 20, 21, maybe even 22 inch length. So this is one of the reasons why I don't wear Milan anymore. I so wish it came in an 18 or even a 20 inch option, but it doesn't. It only comes in 12. Milan's fiber is gorgeous. It lasts forever. When I used to wear Milan, I used to get her to last over a year, so not bad for such an affordable piece. I haven't teased my bio hair or done any of my little tricks to make the topper kind of grip appropriately, so this is really just for you to see color and then length. So if I put my bio hair back, cute little ponytail, and I let the topper fall forward, you can see I mean, this piece really has enough hair to be a full wig. It's considered a half wig, right? Or a 3/4 topper. So there is a lot of hair. And this is part of the reason why I often recommend that if you're just starting out with a topper, you probably don't start with this one. Because you probably have some hair underneath. Maybe your hair loss isn't as progressed as mine is. And this is enough to have a full head of hair. And if you factor in your own hair underneath, it can look like it's too much. No big deal. You can always thin pieces. You can cut it down, like I said. An experienced stylist will know what to do. But if you're just starting out, you don't kind of have all the puzzle pieces in place, it can be a little daunting. So I hope that helps kind of give a little insight into Milan. Like I mentioned, my bio hair is way too long, so I can no longer wear her, but I wore her for many years in this color and others. She's a gorgeous piece. She's about 8.5 by 9, mono top, wefted around the sides and back. She comes in a lot of nice colors. This one was the best for me. I was always kind of bummed I had to get it as a custom order. I wish they had this color or something a little bit more on the ashy side is what I tend to gravitate to, and they're stock colors, but they don't. That's okay. So any questions, let me know. I hope this helps. Having this on, I kind of miss this piece. I just wish it was a good 6 to 8 inches longer. All right, thanks.